because it's hard to be content if you don't know God's got you covered, right? So you have to shift your mentality and begin to understand that God really wants good for your life. He's not some evil ogre, mean guy trying to stop you at every angle, right? That guy has a name. He's called the devil, right? God is trying to help you in the process. And sometimes we get a glint in our eye for that thing on the other side. Then you have to think, God, did you give me that glint? God, how do we get there? How can I walk with you to get there? Because I don't want to break relationship with you. Adam and Eve could have had anything they wanted. Anything they wanted. They did. Right? And God put it inside of us to desire, to have ambition, to do these things. He put it inside of us. They had it too. All they had to do was keep walking with God. Tell the enemy to shut up and talk to God that night when they're walking with him in the garden. You know, there's a difference. They had options. So do we. So do we. So let's talk about our planks, right? Let's get back to our planks so we can put this in our wall and understand how it fits, right? So first plank, remember God, it's not really a first plank. God built the fence, right? Like God was like, hey, I'm going to dig a hole, buy some concrete. I'm going to plant this metal pole, not wood, right? This metal pole over here. And then I want you to put a fence here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you the boundary line. I'm going to give you a boundary line, right? And then you're going to build this fence along that line, right? Whatever you need. Matter of fact, I'm going to supply the planks for you to put in there, right? And I'm going to tell you that they're going to work. They're like 100% foolproof. All you got to do is put it on the fence. Get a nail. Okay, this is what we're doing, right? So he says, okay, so God built that and says this is what we're doing. So the second one is sowing and reaping. But he said the first thing you got to understand is that God's not going to be mocked. A man will reap what he sows, right? A woman will reap what they sow. This is what's going to happen. So whatever you plant in the ground will come back to you in a harvest. That's what's going to happen, right? So that's your rule. This is how God uses it to teach us, right? We reap what we sow, and he uses it to teach the people on the other side of the fence the same thing. And when we step in front of their process, that's called enabling, right? If we stop them from reaping what they're sowing and we do it for them, that's enabling. If they do it for us, right? Your mama steps in your problem, right? That's called enabling too, right? Neither of them are okay, because when we circumvent the process of a man will reap what he sows, we're missing what God is trying to teach us, okay? So that we can be better people.